doing it. There it is. Hey,
on the money.
see,
I'm sorry. That was so perfect.
We're getting better, people.
All right, welcome to the Deep Threats podcast. It is Wednesday, week 15. Today is 12/14.
A standard has now been set.
I don't know. I don't think he can do that again. So what he did was he switched over to the stream directly at 12:15, and that was solid.
Well done, sir.
We're going to go over a few things today with like the breakdown, the Thursday game, injuries. We're going to talk about anything that's in the news, talk about what's going on with coaches, and a little bit of playoff talk today. That's what we're going to get into today. We have our host here with me. That's me, K-Jam. You have our co-host, Steve, who's also in my
I am Steve.
camera view.
Hello.
See if you can get that edited at some point.
Get the camera out there.
And then we have Johnny G on the mic, who I'm currently
That's not
insulting and picking on.
Always.
And then we have RC over here on my right, on my left. My right, your left.
Like RC Cola?
One of the directions.
Yeah.
I'm on one of those sides.
All right. And that's kind of where we're just going to...
Wall
It's a
guy.
quick intro. We'll go right into it this week. We're going to go into Bo's breakdown this week, and Ryan's going to read off Bo's breakdown.
All right, so Bo blessed me with this novel he wrote.
Hashtag bless him.
It's from it's an old Christmas. What do you call it? A Christmas tale? Story? Doesn't matter. We're gonna go with this.
Do it. You got
It was
it.
the week before 15, when all through the league, not a Viking was stirring, not even their D. Jared Goff was victorious by tossing the ball. 3 touchdowns in total. 34-23, the Vikings did fall.
All right, that's good.
The Steelers were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of QB play danced in their heads. And Ravens in mourn for their leader and cap. J.K. Dobbins settled our brains for a long winter's nap. We fell asleep as they just ran the ball. The Steelers' run D could have used Mean Joe Green, as the Ravens did beat them 16-14. Away from the TV, I flew from the rug. Pour open the beers, I began to chug. The beers on the turf chose not to run, with only 14 carries they gave to Nick Chubb. Joe Burrow and crew made a joke of me as they slaughtered the Browns 10-23.
Love it.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas at QB, said the Jets. Said the Jets fans to each other as they laughed with glee. We've beaten the Bills, we can do it again. The Bills defense laughed, not so fast, my friend. Now sacker, now picker, now turnovers and blitzing. On Allen, on Knox, on Rousseau. Yeah, they're winning.
It's Russo.
Is it Rousseau?
Yeah, it's Gregory Russo.
It's okay. Keep going.
You know what? You, baby.
It's all right.
He must be average because
He's actually pretty good. Anyway, go.
12-20 Bills. That's all it says. To the top of the division, to the top of the NFC. Now dash Zeke, dash Pollard. You almost got beat. Is Dak Prescott good with the ball on the fly? Houston picked him off twice. Who the F is this guy? I love the defense this year for the boys, but don't play with Houston. Not covering a noise.
Nice.
27-23 Cowboys.
That's good.
That is good.
Trevor Lawrence, career high yardage, now 368. 4 touchdowns total. Evan Ingram, that's great. The Titans concerning, but still in the mix. This was a tough one, losing 22-36. Miles Sanders was nasty with 144. Eagles defense allowed Saquon 28, no more. The Giants look tired at 7-5-1. Jalen Hurts MVP. He has all but just one. Eagles clinched playoffs. They're 5th in 6 years. Nick Sirianni, 12-1 Philly fans. Buy him beers.
There you go.
48-22. Eagles over Giants. Mahomes funky. Passing is always a show. Facing the Broncos, he stands 10-0. He threw 3 interceptions, which is unlike him. When asked about it, he said, "As a win is a win." Unfortunately, 7 games decided by 1 score less. With Russell concussed, how can this team progress? The Panthers released Baker, then win a game. The Seahawks got ran on, 223. What a shame. The playoffs are nearing. The South looks like hell. Could the Panthers be the team ripping the victory bell?
Oh, jeez.
It says ringing, not ripping.
Come on.
I'm trying here.
You're handsome.
I'm
You got
struggling.
this. No, you're
What a
not.
Purdy victory for the Niners QB. There aren't many QBs undefeated against TB. The ankle for Debo. I hope it heals fast.
TB.
That's so many plays.
I hope it heals fast because you may see Tom again, and he's coming for that ass. Mike Williams and Herbert reunited with a score. Tua looked unimpressive. MVP, what a bore. 23-17, a great score and a great sight. Happy Christmas to all, and to all, a good night.
There you go. Well done.
Excellent job.
That was solid, man.
Well
Thank
done.
you, Bo. We
Bo.
appreciate that. We're over here laughing.
That is-
We were trying our hardest to just
Yeah.
be quiet in the background
Did
this
you,
time.
did you mute me? Did you mute my mic?
I'm gonna.
Did you mute me? Can they even hear me? Did you
Yeah.
mute me?
No, I should have.
He's an excellent composer. I mean, some of those jokes were just
That was very good.
Perfect.
It was very tasteful.
The rhymes were very well. Like progress, like to throw
Yeah.
progress in there. Like
It was well done, sir. It was well
that was
done.
very good.
Eminem called. He wants his rhymes back.
Oh,
He wants the dictionary.
I mean, that's pretty. He actually he walked in here the other day with a thesaurus book.
Yeah, he did.
Like, I mean, that is that is solid.
He's a word magician.
oh, there you go.
It's actually a magician too.
Yeah, actual magician.
So he's all the above. But
is.
thank you for that breakdown. Anybody
Well
want to
done.
comment on that? Please let us know. I know Bo would appreciate some hits up in the chat if anybody's there.
Yeah, tell me if I need to get reading lessons as well.
Well,
I'm
we
open to it.
actually have Hooked on Phonics ready to go for Ryan. to be honest. So, I knew you'd mess up Rousseau. Because it's
I mean,
the
unless
way
you
it's
know the
spelled.
player.
Yeah, the way it's spelled.
Yeah, you never know where these guys are from. You know, he could have been French. Rousseau.
It would be Rousseau.
Yeah,
Like
Oui, oui.
French
if you-
would be Rousseau.
yeah, hold on. You could tell he's got a Creole background. Jeez.
Yeah.
Come on.
We're not gonna go there.
Right.
So that being said, since we got into that breakdown, how did you guys feel about the injuries for this weekend? What
Oh,
we got
man.
on injuries?
Whole bunch.
I
Whole
mean-
bunch. You want to talk about them? You want to go into
I
injuries?
just got an alert that the Saints put Mark Ingram on IR.
That was like a week ago.
Was
No,
it?
It wasn't. He just got hurt this past week.
Oh, dude, I thought,
It was this
Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah.
That's how long these past
Oh,
couple days have been.
God, man, I'm just getting injury reports left and right.
Oh, it's been crazy. I didn't even get his
I
today.
did not see that because I did not put that in the injury.
I can't
report.
read the injury report because there's so many injuries.
Yeah, and that's just offensive.
So
players.
just off the rip on top,
Is that,
you got.
is that TB there?
Okay, I'm gonna go.
It looks like he's,
Is that a joke?
it looks like he just got done sharding
Yeah.
in that image.
Is that a
Well,
joke
he-
in the bottom?
I mean, he did shit himself on what Sunday? Yeah,
TB did?
He did.
Ooh.
He had
So,
shit going down his leg.
So that's
That's-
Dude, there's a lot of
said
these,
that was a pretty
there's a lot
decent
of these
dump.
players that are out for like 3 to 6 weeks. Like,
yeah.
all right. So Marcus Mariota,
Left the
rumors
team.
are IR.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
he
is
did-
IR.
he is-
Left the team.
Yep.
It's a rumors
Did
of
you
both.
say he left the team?
Left
Yeah.
the team.
Did you hear
walked
what
out.
happened?
was
He
a
walked
thing.
out of the locker room.
Yeah, he walked out. That's a legit thing.
So, but I think it's because it's a combination of them threatening to cut him and him being injured.
Gotcha.
So,
You think he gets the nickname Marky Mark a lot because Marcus Mariota because it plays?
probably.
That sucks. That's a horrible life.
Tyler Huntley. That just adds to Lamar because Lamar's still not at practice this week.
Tyler Huntley actually is practicing.
He did individual practices today, but
Did
he
he?
still has
Yeah.
not been cleared.
All right. Well, yeah, he's going to struggle from getting cleared from concussion protocol a week after with the way
He's
they.
not in protocol.
He's not.
No.
I'm not
No.
worried about it.
You want to turn it on?
Yeah,
Oh, that's all right.
I got it.
We can't choose right now.
And
Tyler
then
Boyd.
and then you got Tyler Boyd, T Higgins, both
Oof.
those guys
Not great.
were running into issues this week. And then Mike Boone, Russell Wilson, Kendall Hinton, Damian Pierce, who's not playing this week, Jeff Wilson Jr. I don't know what's updated on that. Devontae Parker, I mean he's
Still concussion protocol.
he's
called out
he's
the NFL,
he's
too.
one injury away from just being dead. Ramondre Stevenson, you said he was in and out of the last game, back
he
in, back
literally,
out.
yeah, he played,
Like,
got
half
hurt,
of the first half. I
then he
think,
left, came back in, and then left like 2 plays later.
Daniel Bellinger,
which
you
that
have-
injury saved me from getting to the playoffs from Jim, by the way.
His ribs. Yeah, his ribs are messed up.
my Daddy White screwed me over last week.
Ribs.
Corey Davis, one playoff.
Concussion.
Kenny Pickett, also concussion.
He's actually in protocol.
Yeah, he'll be probably 3 weeks in my mind the way he got hit. Debo Samuel,
That's 3 to 4 weeks for Debo.
I think minimum. I think he's not going to play until playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Why would you?
That's about play.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah, that's
Well,
what they're
5
doing.
weeks, 5 to 6 weeks would be playoffs. So.
Right. And if they're at the top of the
the
NFC.
bracket. They're going to be at the top of their division.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to win first,
No.
but they can. They can.
they could. I mean, they got to go on a tear and hope the Eagles suck.
Yes.
Wait,
It's hard to do what the Eagles have been doing.
Tom Brady actually hurt, or is that just for fun?
No, Tom Brady
Did you see
his
had
ego is.
his arm with that helmet?
Yeah,
No.
Tom Brady had a little bit of an injury, but he's not
He
hurt.
finished the game. Yeah, he's fine.
fact
But
that
You guys missed Dontrell Hilliard.
Just
his
to
neck.
have fun with that, like who cares?
Yeah, I mean,
Who cares if Tom Brady's hurt, right? We got a couple other injuries, right?
you got Damian Pierce, right?
Kyler Murray, yeah, Damian
Yep.
Pierce was up there. Because I said he wasn't
Yeah,
going to
Kyler
play at all
Murray.
this week. You got Kyler Murray, he's out for the season. Got that big contract, and now he's on IR.
Can still be getting paid with Call of Duty.
Oh, the receiver too. Ah, shoot.
Oh, I
don't
wanted
have
to
him.
make that joke
don't
earlier
have
too. I wanted to make that joke
I
about
don't have
Call
his-
of Duty.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Kyler hasn't played for 4 weeks when Call of Duty came out. He plays 2 weeks and then he gets on IR. He gets to
Got
go back
him.
to Call of Duty. So
Priorities, people.
free time.
He knows it.
Right.
Anybody that wants to be on his team, hit him up.
Hit him up.
Hit him up.
You know his clan
Hit
name?
him up. Hit him up.
I don't know. It's probably disease.
Jeez.
Yeah, DZEZ.
Boomer sooner.
Disease.
D's. No.
Disease.
D's nuts.
Boomer sooner.
I can't throw. I don't. Any other injuries? I mean,
No.
Not off the top of my head.
Said Dontrell Hilliard.
Just some-
with his
Yeah, his
neck.
neck. He got carted off.
Should we maybe chime in and help these people with some maybe deep dive on a little couple waiver wire moves?
sure. Anybody out
Oh.
there that you think that we should be picking up? Because I mean,
I mean, Johnny followed my lead today.
Yeah.
What?
Just
Pierre
in spite.
Strong.
Yeah.
I think that's
Ooh.
a strong pickup. You see what I did there? I mean, if Stevenson's going to be down,
Love it.
Harris as well on the New England Patriots
So far
backfield
away.
Right.
could be a nice flex play.
I mean, I dropped him for Eno Benjamin, who just got waived again. So I don't
Actually,
know.
wasn't he just was just picked up? I thought
No, he just got waived.
he just
by
got
the
waived
Texans.
again by this.
The Texans.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he was picked up. I thought he was claimed by the Saints.
No.
Oh, that I don't know. I, didn't
think
hear
that,
that. Yet.
I think that just happened.
He might have if Mark Ingram's actually on the IR. He might.
I
Have.
think I saw Eno on
I'll look it up. Go ahead. Who else? What's the deep dive?
Agambwale and Burkhead with Damian Pierce is going to be out.
Can you spell that?
Yeah,
Agambwale.
Just kidding. You don't have to.
I mean, I can if you want me.
Yeah.
No, you're
Eno
good.
did get picked up. By
Yeah, Rex is going to be a big play.
Pick up Hubbard. I mean, if he's
Eno
still,
giving Saints another shot.
there you go. If Hubbard's out there, swoop him up. Zamir White. We
Oh,
know
yeah.
that Josh Jacobs been battling an injury.
Yeah.
You never know. They may.
Why wouldn't you
Just look
already
at-
own Zamir?
You should. I mean,
Okay.
he should. He may not in 12-team leagues. 10, 12-team leagues.
Yeah, depending
you own
on
Josh
roster
Jacobs
size.
and you're in the playoffs, pick him up. Because that run scheme there, it's working. They may decide to rest him too if they're just so far out of it. Marlon Mack, you need to scoop up
Look at this.
Marlon Mack, another Houston guy. Gainwell and Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason on the 49ers and Kenneth Gainwell. These guys are playing well. They may
Gainwell.
decide to rest CMC. Swoop them up. They may want to rest Miles Sanders. Swoop these guys up. They may give them some playing time. Gardner Minshew is an amazing pickup as well because he's a dog.
What about Boston
Rico.
Scott?
Boston Scott, another great pickup. Yeah,
Gardner Minshew, where's he even at right now? I don't even know.
He's with the Eagles.
Yeah.
Oh, in
If
case
you're-
they want to
if
rest
you're in
Hurts.
a-
Oof.
Uncle Rico is in.
Yeah, if you're in a 2-team league, 2 QB super flex.
Oh, he is a dog.
It could be a nice little sneaky waiver pickup if you're hurting for, like me, in our auto draft league, who needs a second QB.
You'd be hurting, huh?
Yeah. So those are just a couple guys that I thought, for deeper leagues that, the waiver wire is looking kind of skimpy, and you need a decent play.
Yeah.
John-
14-team league.
Yeah. 14-team leagues,
Ridiculous
16-team leagues. God forbid, and you're trying to find a
Some
little something, and you should be picking up these guys because you need them in fantasy. You need pick up your handcuffs if they're still out there. So that's all I got.
All right.
Well done.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's just a quick fantasy recap for you guys out there. Waivers usually go through on Tuesdays. We're just trying to give you guys a heads up for all those out there
Yeah,
that haven't picked
Go
anybody
take a
up.
look right
Wednesday.
now.
Take a look right now at all those people. And
Listen to us and look.
I mean, you called the Chris Moore one last week. I mean, he went off with 24 points.
Yeah.
It was like 10 catches for like
I
120
like
yards
the
or something
Denver
like that.
Broncos defense this week too, and the Carolina Panthers defense. So if those guys are out there, go get them.
Yeah, I saw you picked them up. I didn't
Yeah.
know they were ranked 10th in fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Carolina's defense has been solid all year.
They've been good.
So, I mean, it's just they don't have an offense.
That's the problem.
They've had four
They spend
quarterbacks.
a lot of
Sam
time on
Darnold
the
1,
field.
Sam Darnold 2,
I don't care
Baker
how good your
Mayfield, and
defense
PJ
is.
Walker.
Yeah, I don't care how good your defense is. If you spend a lot of time on the field, you're going to be tired. You're going to give up.
You like that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go to Steve. We have any news in the NFL this week? Any topics that we need to cover?
You want to talk about new stuff? Oh shoot! I mean, you got concussion stuff coming on. Right now with Devontae Parker and what he went through. That's big. That's big. Calling out the NFL. Big.
What are you calling out the NFL?
He called it. Yeah, he tweeted at the NFL. I mean, there was some not so polite wording there. But
Oh, so he's like saying, "Leave us the hell alone."
no. He's saying, hey, you guys need to do your jobs.
Like what?
He got concussed in the game.
Oh yeah.
What does he need? What's the tweet? Anybody got the tweet?
No.
Because what is he saying that they need to do? Because there's guys are already sitting out 3 weeks at a time.
Well, that's what they're no. So what happened is he took a hit, went down. It was Nelson Aguilar knew he was stumbling. He was like Tua after he took the first hit. Right, he was noticeably unstable on his feet, and then they were doing a hurry up, and Nelson Aguilar was taking a knee, waving his hands around, trying to get the play to stop because he knew the dude was hurt, and they ended up stopping. There you go. Is that screen share? Can they see that?
Yeah, it is screen shared currently.
There you go. Well, we're not going to repeat that, but most of you, I'd like to say the vast majority of everybody watching is probably grown. So
He tweeted that?
That's
Yeah.
bold.
And
That's a fine coming.
this guy responded.
Good luck.
Oh, I
That's
didn't-
not a fine.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
how
see
about
this
stay
one.
Down if you don't feel right, help the NFL help you. And then he shot back at this guy.
I didn't see that.
Oh my God, he
This is-
shouted back.
This is Lamar 2.0.
No, I mean like that's
so
that,
here's the thing. He's not going to get fined. The NFL's not going to fine him over that
Probably
tweet
not.
because
No.
if they fine him over that tweet, it's going to be one of those things where they're like, "Dude, shut
a
your
bad
mouth."
look, man.
Yeah, it doesn't look good publicly. But then he just lost his job
Yeah.
because the team he's on, that ain't going to fly.
No.
you know what though? I mean,
Belichick could have stopped.
Belichick.
Yeah, I was just
Well,
gonna say, not
Belichick's not going to know, though.
no, Belichick didn't know.
You
It's
see
not-
your guys stumbling.
It's not
Dude,
his
he's got
job to look at his
1,000
dude.
things going on.
Yeah, it's not his job to look at his dude.
It's your
That's-
job to pay attention to those men on the field.
Well, that's why the NFL
That's
literally
why
brought
they
people
have-
in.
Yeah, they have a lot of people that are in charge of looking at that.
Well,
However, at the same time, how are you supposed to know unless he gets up?
it
takes a couple
if
of
Nelson
steps, which is
Aguilar
what
is
he did.
waving his damn hands
Yeah, like he was
and
noticeably upset.
nobody paid
pissed off.
attention, that is on Belichick.
It's a
Then,
problem.
yeah,
That is
that's
on the NFL. It's on everybody. But I agree with the dude. You should have stayed down.
Right.
Stay down.
If you didn't feel right,
If you're
yeah.
hurt, if you're stumbling,
I don't know if he didn't feel right. He got up. I mean, Tua got up too, man. How many other guys you watch get up and they're like,
but
okay.
Tua almost fell when he got up,
So did Parker. Some
and
dude
his
had to pick him
offensive
up.
lineman carried him off.
That's
So
what
if
Parker did,
Nelson
too.
Aguilar
Same thing.
would have picked him up and walked him to the sideline, that play would have been called dead immediately.
Mm-hmm.
If you get back up and you stand on the line like you're ready to play, that's going to screw things over.
I mean,
And I get it's a
get it.
hurry
I
up.
just-
It's a bad situation.
Yeah,
I
it's a
understand
it's a tough call. However, I mean, I don't know if
I'll tell you what.
if you're Belichick, you can't get
tell
mad
you
at this
what.
dude.
This is the simple fact. We've never had that kind of concussion before, right? Have you guys
Well,
ever had that?
Ataxia. Yeah, you get up dizzy. I mean, come on.
I've never been hit that hard before where I can't walk, and I have no recollection of a moment.
Well, it's
So
Are
how
you
did you
sure?
know
I've
you
never.
got
I've
hit?
no.
blacking out.
So
Having
how
the
did you know
blackout
that
is
you got
not
hit that hard.
No. Yeah.
I'm just curious because you can't speak still.
blacking out is not that
No,
case. That doesn't happen with
No,
every concussion.
I've never been hit that hard, so I can't speak
Oh, I've hit that.
on that kid saying, "Hey, stay down."
He's normally the one
because-
hitting people that hard.
Yeah.
I've never been.
I've played enough backyard football with this
Yeah,
kid.
I've never been.
He's
walloped
knocked out
like
enough
that
kids.
to the point where I can't stand. You know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
kidding.
And like I don't know what's going on in my head to the point where my head, like naturally, I'm trying to like stand up like he did, and he's trying to just continue, even though he knows that something's wrong. But does he actually know that something's wrong?
Yeah, see, I don't think he does. I don't think he
You see
registered
what
it.
I'm
He just was
saying?
a little
So
wobbly.
like that's why he's complaining. Like, yo, you guys need to have people knowing this.
No.
that
and-
No, I
they do
disagree.
have
I
that
disagree.
now.
I disagree.
They have that
Why?
now.
Why?
The NFL
Why do you
has that
disagree?
after Tua.
Right, but why didn't they catch that?
I disagree. And
I
here's,
agree.
Here's the reason why I disagree.
NFL messed up.
Well, it's everybody's at fault, right? He's at fault. NFL's at fault. His team's at fault. Everybody's at fault.
I mean, you want to make this a big deal.
Yep.
And the NFL's making it a big deal. I mean, crap. They're talking about now. Steve, I sent you that clip today. Remember the tweet?
You want to talk about a joke?
They want to.
I mean, Ian Rappaport's
they wanna
laughing it
eject
off
people.
on air.
Yeah.
They're laughing at it on air.
They want to eject people for defenseless receivers or defenseless player and
Did we not see the hit that
roughing the passer.
DPJ took on Sunday's game?
Yeah, it was rough.
He got drilled out of air, got up with the ball, and he was fine. Now, are we pulling that guy? Because that was a defenseless receiver. He was in the air and got blown up.
They do this in college, and listen, it's football. It's a contact sport. These guys,
They don't kick. They don't toss dudes out the game though.
Well, they eject him
They do eject people
for
in college.
targeting.
For
a
targeting.
defenseless receiver.
But it's not
that's the
targeting.
same
It's
thing.
it's hitting the defenseless receiver or roughing the passer.
nine
Roughing the
times
passer, that's soft call now.
Yeah, the roughing the passer ejection.
The
is
defensive end position's about to take a massive pay cut.
Now, I
because
see-
these dudes aren't going to be able to stay on the field.
I get ejecting a guy if someone if a
I mean, tell me I'm
lineman
wrong.
Turkey Jones somebody.
I just pictured that Denzel Ward hit last week. It's worth $20 million.
like if someone were to walk up to a QB and Turkey Jones him like
Turkey
Bradshaw,
Jones.
then I can see we got it. You're out. You're
Yeah,
done.
but
You're done.
no, that actual
Get
kicking,
fired.
throwing, tossing people.
If you don't eject
I mean,
a player
come
who
on.
comes on a field and punches somebody,
That's
you don't
an
get the
ejection.
right to eject somebody who tackles somebody, which is part of the game.
Right. Andre Johnson.
Mike Evans didn't get ejected that game.
No. Yeah.
What?
I mean, yeah. Usually, if
Yes,
you
he
throw,
did.
Wait, no, with
you throw
Marshawn
fists.
Lattimore?
When he went
Yeah.
out, went after
With Marshawn
Lattimore, he came off the
Lattimore.
field. Yeah, he got tossed.
Both of them.
He got tossed that game.
Marshawn Lattimore should have been tossed that game.
I thought they both
mean-
were.
No,
both were, but
if they
Usually,
were,
when you're involved in stuff like that, you're gonna get tossed.
yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
Which is still soft. Let him fight.
Any
Let's go
fist-
back to
any
hockey.
fist
Let him toss gloves and
You know
just
what? That's
like
what
kiss.
hockey fans always say.
Oh man, I love hockey.
There's real
And then-
fighting in this.
Yeah, well, yeah. Then they stop it. They don't even let him fight anymore. It's garbage.
Yeah, they should. Just
it
let them get
depends.
exhausted.
They have to both commit. If they don't both commit, they won't allow them to fight.
Yeah, it's just like Big Brother on Little.
I think it should be consensual.
brother.
You want to fight on the field?
Whoa,
You got- you
consensual.
got-
What are
you
we
got
talking about here?
You got 30 seconds. First one down, 5-minute penalty.
Principle.
little vigorous
Should we have a penalty?
lovemaking on
We should
the
have a
ice,
penalty
huh?
box in the NFL.
For the loser. Oh, we should.
5-minute penalty box in the NFL.
Could you imagine the amount of beer cups that are going to be tried to dumped in that thing? Football fans are way worse than hockey fans.
5-minute penalty box in the NFL would be interesting.
That would be hilarious.
Oh my god. They should. Dude, I'm
They won't do that.
really
No, there's
thinking
no
about
way.
that. They should implement that.
They should.
I don't want to spend a lot of time.
I'm sorry.
on
You're
this.
good. All right. What else we got in the news? I'm just kind of like intrigued
Yeah,
now. I'm
we
really
got
intrigued.
totally sidetracked.
I'm really
there.
intrigued though.
I'll move us on.
I mean, honestly, it was that was the big thing this week. That we have Mike Leach passed away, longtime collage coach.
Pioneer.
Yeah, he was.
Why do you say Pioneer? Because I didn't know much about Mike Leach.
Great offensive mind.
Okay. Yeah, because I asked Johnny earlier. Like, I mean, how long's he been in college coaching? I mean, there's a lot of guys in college that I think should get more or a lot of recognition. I know he's one of them because he's done a lot.
He was one of the
didn't
more
know what all he's
undervalued
done.
guys, but he was a great mind. He was a great football mind. I don't even know what happened. It was I heard a medical emergency.
It was a complicated heart condition. There you go.
Well, I mean, he wasn't in the greatest of health. You know, not trying to take anything away from him, but
Any coach? Well, sorry, I lied. There's a lot of NFL coaches that would beat the hell out of me.
you know, you got Cliff Kingsbury who looks like an Adonis, but I can't coach for shit. So,
Speaking of Cliff,
oh, you want to go into that? You
let's
want
just
to
go into that.
Hey, you want to talk about coaches on the hot seat? Because that's Cliff.
Oh, right at the top.
Oh, hey, yo, hey.
All right, so
hey.
this is the consensus hot seat. We might have some others on the sideline.
Oh, we do.
We got Cliff Kingsbury for Arizona, Kevin Stefanski, and that's never going to happen. But we
Get him outta here.
The whole league's
He's
talking
a
about
bum.
it.
He's a bum.
Nathaniel Hackett for Denver, 1 year, 1 try. Lovie Smith for Houston, another 1 year, 1 try guy.
I mean, can you really put Lovey on there?
Josh
I mean,
McDaniels for Las Vegas. I mean, these guys are not performing, but Lovey, I think, was an interim coach, to be honest.
He is.
personally. I really do. I just don't think they had their candidate
I
this
think so,
year.
too.
Yeah,
And I
I
think they're like, Lovey, you've done it. Just try to see what you can do. If you win, you win. If not, then we're going to move forward. So I think Lovey Smith is a hot seat guy.
They could have Greg Roman if they want him
Can they?
for free.
Yeah.
Of all those, which one do you think would be like
That's not a head coach.
to get?
likely, probably Hackett.
You
I
really
was
want to
just
get
gonna
rid of
say
Roman.
Hackett or Kingsbury? are probably the two most.
I don't know if Kingsbury's out.
Hold on, I got 3 names. I got 3 names myself. Y'all didn't have.
So, Steve, who else you got on there?
So I don't agree with this, but a lot of people have been talking about Brandon Staley
Same. I have him on my list, but
for the Chargers.
That
I
was one
don't
of
think
the-
he should lose his job because you and I talked one morning.
There's over $100 million, $100 million in contract money currently on the IR.
And that's just on the defense, I thought. That's insane. You have that many injuries. That's not your fault.
I think
dude.
it's total. Because I think at that time when I looked that up, that was Mike
That was
Williams.
a few weeks ago.
I think Mike Williams or Keenan Allen was also on there.
But realistically, that's a lot of injury. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of talent that isn't on the field. You can't have top tier talent all the way through your roster. That's not on him. It's not. That's not fair. Especially with one of them is one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, and Joey Bosa. That's not fair to take that away from him. I mean,
but isn't his job just to be a contrarian? here?
listen, then we're okay. Go ahead.
Just a little
Yeah,
small contrarian.
contrary me.
Isn't his job to develop talent?
Oh yeah, but I mean, okay, if we're gonna talk about that, this is what his second year.
Who are we talking about?
Pivot.
Staley.
Pivot.
Pivot.
What do you mean develop talent?
I mean,
You
develop
can't
talent.
develop something that's not on the field.
Yes, you can.
I mean, you can.
No, you can't.
Hold on.
It's
I mean,
called
like, hold
practice.
on. It is practice. So I agree with
But
that.
if it's injured, you can't practice with it.
He is a
I'm
defensive
talking- no,
coach,
no,
which
no,
I
no,
didn't.
no.
I didn't even realize
You
personally.
can't already develop their talent like Keenan Allen. That is a talent. That is a talent. You
I
don't
agree.
develop that anymore.
Bosa,
Bosa is a talent. That is a talent.
Yeah, he's disgusting.
He's already established.
Have you seen
I'm
that
talking
chin?
about when Bosa gets hurt,
Crimson Chin.
the next man up. Are you developing the next man up?
I mean, you still got Khalil Mack, right? And you got Derwin James up until this last
Khalil
week. He
Mack
also got
is a
hurt.
shell of what he used to be.
That is true. They paid too much for him.
yes.
I'll die on that hill. So I don't
they
think
should
that
have
Staley.
brought
I
back
don't think
Melvin
Staley
Ingram.
should be on the list. I also have, and this one is going to shock people, is Mike McCarthy. I think if he loses in the playoffs in the first round of the playoffs, he gets the axe. And I think that Sean
no
Payton
way, he
goes.
made it to the playoffs.
Doesn't matter. I think Sean Payton gets it then. Sean Payton wants to go to Dallas. He's from Dallas.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna read this off real quick, right? So this is the IR reserve.
Oh, we're going back?
The injured reserve cap for Staley. You have Bosa at $21 million, J.C. Jackson $3 million, Austin Johnson $1.5 million, Rashawn Slater $1.5 million, Dustin Hopkins $1.1 million, and then it's loosened up a little bit.
Look,
But you
look.
have Guyton, Parham, Abgon,
Let me
and
stop you
Covington
right here.
But these are all guys that are on the defensive side of the ball
what you're
that are getting
explaining
paid.
Is the GM's job. This is not the head coach's job.
But that's my argument. I don't think Staley should be on the hot seat for guys that are injured.
Right. That
I agree.
with.
Okay, so
Not
then
for
it's
that.
the GM.
Not for that. But what he should be on the hot seat on the hot seat for is the fact that you're still 7-6. You lose games that you should be winning.
True.
They just won
Right.
the last game that they
But
should have
didn't
lost.
they lose against the Raiders?
But they lost. They won the last game they should have lost.
Oh, that's fine. Okay,
They lost to
great.
the Raiders, though? Oof.
They suck against the Raiders.
I don't care.
That's true.
But you got to win. You got to win those games.
All right,
You
so
gotta
it's on the
win,
GM
man.
then. All right.
So like when you're paying all this money to all this talent, that's on the GM. That's not on the head coach.
All right, well,
The
GM
head
sucks.
coach needs to be
When's
developing
Andrew Barry
these
getting the
players,
axe then?
putting him in the right positions to win the game.
All right,
That's
so-
on the head coach.
So moving on, like you said, Mike McCarthy.
I think Mike McCarthy might get the axe if they lose in the playoffs.
I also
Dak's playing well. The defense is playing well. If they lose, it's over.
Dennis Allen for the Saints.
Oof, I agree. Yeah, but he's a first year guy.
That's another
I mean,
interim guy in my mind.
That yes.
However, I
agree.
do agree. I do think
I'm
he
just
gets an
saying,
axe.
I don't think he's on the hot seat. I just think he's a fireable candidate at the end of the year.
I think.
I don't think there was ever a seat for him to be fired on.
Yeah, I agree. I think Kingsbury's gone no
not.
matter what. We already talked about it, but I think he's
I
gone.
want to ixnay at least one of those, and Stefanski's not going anywhere.
Yeah, he should. He's
because
bum.
whether he should or not, that's not the issue. He's not going anywhere because he needs Deshaun Watson for a year before the Browns say, "Hey, you're done."
No, yeah,
I mean, he's slowly progressed with Deshaun, and we'll see what happens at the end of this year, and you're going to see what happens in the offseason.
you
So
fathead.
you're not going to fire the guy. He's got his quarterback, and I think Browns front office has kind of learned a little bit. Give a guy his time.
Yeah.
Give a guy his time. See what happens.
Thanks, Hugh.
I'm not a Stefanski fan. I'm not defending Stefanski. I just think it's not a fireable offense.
How do you call the same flip and run plays with your fourth string center, who isn't a center, he's a guard, and he's not getting help in the middle. You keep calling the same plays.
Development.
And DJ, that's garbage.
Right?
DJ Reader was getting through. He was smoking Froholt's ass all
my point is
game, and he
development, right?
didn't change his offense.
Development.
You suck.
My point. You
Dude,
gotta
it's your
develop
fourth
these guys.
center.
So you know you're not
Help
going to
your
make it
dude.
to the
You have
playoffs
all
this
pro
year,
guards.
right?
Absolutely unexcusable. You are garbage.
But you know you're not going to make it to the playoffs this year.
You
So
still
it's-
had a shot
It's
then.
development.
Right? We still had an outside chance.
Yeah, but the outside chance depends on them losing, the Ravens, and it depends on Cincinnati losing certain games. It doesn't depend on, and it even depends on the Jets losing. So like it, and we have to tie. We have to be better than a tie for the Jets because we already lost to the Jets. We have to be better than a tie to Miami because we lost to Miami.
And there you go.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, I mean, right there
Good call,
shows it. So
Listen, I understand. However,
I just don't
if you're-
see it
So if you're not
fireable.
coaching to win, then that's fair. But then that you're gonna have questions. You're gonna have a whole lot of questions asked.
I don't think they've been coaching to win for the whole year.
Well, no
would be the
kidding.
same
That's what, and you could say the same thing about last year. But whatever.
I'm gonna stand on that line.
I think all it does is add fuel on my fire that I don't think Stefanski's putting this team in the right way. We got to play better. I am sick and tired of hearing
sometimes-
that damn line.
Sometimes guys, they need to look at what are we really serious about this year? You're 5-8, right? You're 5-8. You obviously you have to play. You can't play Brissett anymore.
You play to win. Right.
You're not.
But you're not.
You're not playing to win at this point anymore. You're 5-8. Are you really going to stay competitive this year? Probably not. So just stick with Watson. Get him
Healthy, recognizing the game.
not healthy. He's never been hurt.
Just get all the rust.
You need to
You
get
better
him.
knock on wood. I need some help
Familiar
here.
with the playbook
You need to
on the
get him introduced to the playbook.
wood.
Stop
Comfortable
it.
with the
I said I
playbook.
need help too.
Comfortable with these receivers, the run game, the offensive line. There's so much that he's missed out on that he's now starting to work on.
I will
through the
say,
season.
like,
I don't
and
think he's no. I don't know. He took
I
his
will
team to the
say what?
playoffs
I'm
with
telling you, next year.
an inferior quarterback.
With the meme.
And this
I-
is coming
I-
from a Ravens fan. I'm
get there.
saying next
Listen,
year.
I don't think so. I think there's
I
no
will
excuse
say
anymore in my
that
opinion.
Deshaun Watson's progression from week 1 that he was in
To 2.
week 2 is a huge step forward.
Agreed.
only threw a couple of balls at the wide receiver's
At their
feet,
feet.
rather than
Stop it.
So and I'm just gonna throw this out there because this is what I think he does. I think he double reads and he tries to squeeze the ball,
Yes.
and that's why he throws it right to the ground.
Hezzies.
You mean
He's
to
hezzy.
make it?
He's hesitant.
The ball's
He's still shaking rust.
Dude,
He's doing all right.
that
Ball,
DPJ
yeah.
throw in the middle of the field with DB Chase run across the field, and he was like probably 5 seconds in the pocket. He was there forever.
Yeah.
That was a good throw. A very good throw.
I mean-
so you saw a lot of growth at that point in time.
You got the Falcons. They're in the same boat with Ritter. They're at the point now with their
I can't
season.
wait. I can't wait.
It's gonna be
Remember we were
good.
discussing-
He's gonna do so good.
We were
Is he
discussing
fireable? Is
this.
he
We were
fireable?
discussing this. How many weeks ago?
Arthur
were we
Smith, is
talking
he
about it?
fireable? No.
Then Bo brought it up.
I mean,
Again,
well,
like
yeah, kinda.
a couple weeks later.
What's
And
that?
we said, when do you finally just go, all right, we're really not a competitive team. Let's see what we have.
I agreed. I agree with
Marcus
that takedown.
Mariota was our bridge quarterback just to see, maybe we can stay competitive because our division is weak. Maybe we finally just go, let's see what we have in Ritter. Let's see if he is our future. If he isn't a future, then we gotta look elsewhere. We gotta figure something out.
Is he fireable?
Arthur Smith. I mean, honestly, his whole game's a run game. That's what he did when he came from Tennessee, right?
But I'm
So,
only
like,
asking because
he can be, because normally if you're going to draft another quarterback, let's say Ritter isn't it. If you're going to draft another quarterback, then maybe you do go, well, let's just bring in a new coach,
All right, so hold
maybe
on.
a new GM,
Hold
and
on.
we'll just
That same
do it all
argument.
over
That same
again.
argument plays for Stefanski, right? You
Yes.
drafted a guy. You got your new quarterback in Watson, right? You didn't draft him, but it's the same play.
yeah, you
you
traded.
got to give him a year to see what he does.
I agree.
right. That's why I
You
say
gotta
he's
give
not
him a
fireable.
No, I don't
Full
think so.
year. A full year.
So,
I
so
agree.
you're saying Arthur Smith's not fireable, and
I
you're
don't think
saying
so.
Arthur Smith's probably not fireable.
I don't
Not
know.
saying it's
That-
not likely. Just he's probably in your
That
mind.
one's like, in my mind, that one's on the fence.
How long has he
teetering
been
both
there?
ways.
Smith is the first year.
Yeah.
This is just, so.
first
so
right. So yeah,
we're talking Arthur Smith first year.
Look what he did with Marcus Mariota.
We're talking
Marcus Mariota, dude.
Marcus Mariota took the Tennessee Titans to the playoffs.
I'm not saying Marcus Mariota isn't a,
Not the
like I
Falcons.
said, he's a bridge quarterback. He's not a
And
future
that's-
You don't know
quarterback.
yet.
I don't like Mariota. Yeah, they actually still have an outside shot.
Exactly.
You
All right.
knew he was brought in.
Just
for
an
that.
FYI.
Yes.
Can you bring up that NFC picture?
I still got one more quarterback here, or one more.
You got
one more
another
I wanna
coach.
hear it. I wanna
You
hear
got-
it. One more
what's-
coach.
Who's the other coach?
Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
Yeah, see, that's
I
because
have
you're
him here.
smart. That's because you smart.
Yeah. Are the true colors being shown here?
Yeah, he's ass.
Yeah.
He can't coach. Aaron
But
Rodgers
to-
cannot stand this dude.
but
He
to
hated
be
him when they hired him.
honest,
Yeah.
You think it's LaFleur or you think it's Rodgers?
Are you
who do you
flipping
bring in?
kidding me?
Only because
It's
there
Lamar
are-
Jackson.
No, because there are reports that
No, I had a reason for that.
Yeah,
there are
sure you
reports
do.
that reporters saying that
Yeah, sure
they should cut ties with the Rodgers. It's his
All right.
time done in Green Bay.
Yeah,
So-
but then you're looking at a complete rebuild.
He'd look good in
sell
a Ravens
everything,
uniform.
grab picks. You got no quarterback this
Did I
year
say
that's going to
that?
lead your
Yeah,
team
you
to
did.
anything.
Because the reports are saying that if Rodgers comes back, that Jordan Love's going to request a trade, and that he is a starting quarterback somewhere else.
Who said? Who said? Who are these
Stupid
reports? You bring them up on that screen right now, and you show me the
Thanks,
absolute
Anna.
stupidity, the
She
full-on
loves the sweater.
retardation of these reports.
Just noticed.
It's been up there for
I'm
a
sorry.
minute.
It's been up there for a minute, but thanks,
Yeah.
Anna.
Anna, you're lovely. Thank you for the comment.
Um,
Hey guys, get in the chat. Let's go. Who's watching? Let's
I think
go.
I turned off my Wi-Fi. So
I hope not.
no, I turned off my Wi-Fi.
Goofball.
So hold on. The reason why I said Lamar Jackson
Yeah, I missed that. I
is,
just got mad. I don't know why.
is because Bo. I think it was Bo. Might have been you. But I think it was Bo brought up this argument that he's only playing for 3 quarters, and
Lamar is?
and he's backing out on the 4th, and saying, "I'll leave it up
I
to the
don't-
coach."
don't
And
look
Bo
at me.
made that argument, but Bo made that argument.
Don't look at me.
And
talk
I was
Ravens.
about dying, but I was about. But I was.
This-
Hold on, I was.
We don't have enough time for this.
I was
nor
dying.
Alcohol.
No, I was dying laughing because like I feel like that's what's going on with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Like he's only playing half a game or a third of a game.
He's getting absolutely ruined.
Yeah.
The offensive line can't stay healthy there.
Oh, Bakhtiari's too busy having
would be
kids
my,
and looking
this
like
would
me.
be my same argument for what's going on the Chargers is that the offense is like
Yeah, they're beat up.
crippled.
Aaron Rodgers is only playing enough for his vacations, his weed supply, and his
He doesn't
haircuts.
smoke weed.
It's ayahuasca,
Yeah, he does.
loser.
Ayahuasca.
Whatever. He does drugs.
It's
He does
DMT.
something.
Okay, all right, Bo Jr.
Oh my God! If you're gonna insult
Bo
the guy, at least
Jr.
know why you're insulting
Hey,
him.
he's not here,
wow.
so someone's got to fill in for him.
Oh, wow.
Whatever. All right. So I mean,
miss you, bud.
What?
So I mean, I think that's kind of. You got anything else you want to talk about on the coaches? I think that's kind of it on the coaches,
Done
right?
with the coach.
Wow.
You're done with the coaches.
Yeah. At
All
the
right,
end of the
so
day,
let's-
it falls on the players.
Let's get into the.
play better.
I agree with that.
Wow.
I mean,
What? Wow.
I agree.
What did he say?
I agree with that. What I, I'm done. I don't know what that's freaking from. You guys keep doing it. All right, so let's get into the meme of the day. Let's see what we got from Johnny.
Hey, why is that on your screen? Are we going to talk about him today?
What is? Hold on.
No, I didn't.
Oh, what is going on? Oh, here he
Oh
goes.
my God.
So Deshaun
We are
thinks he's
talking
on a
about him.
massage table, and then Baker got some Space Jam juice
Yeah, he
before
did.
that final drive.
Is that say McVeigh's secret juice?
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
Mizzay's secret
it
stuff.
still says Michaels, but it should say McVay.
It should say McVeigh's.
McVeigh's secret stuff.
But it says McVay before Baker's last drive. So
Oh my God.
yes.
That should be the face of the referee that called that last drive.
All right,
Hashtag Bo
all right,
Young.
All right, who's going to vote?
I got you, Bo. I got you, bud.
That's a good take.
All right,
too.
I'm voting massage table. That's funny.
For sure.
That joke's never gonna get old,
can
guys.
touch him, but he's looking at people like, dude, I need this stretched out. They're all like, no way.
Did you see his whole lineman just
Yeah,
step away?
They're like, we're not touching
Nope. We're not even gonna help you up on this
Just
one,
like
bro.
Jeff Saturday to,
5 feet.
Roethlisberger.
No.
5 feet. We're gonna stay within 6 feet of you.
you. Got restraining orders.
Oh, stop.
It's just like Jeff Saturday.
Is that why he's not allowed to run under center?
It's just
Yo,
like
my
Jeff
yo,
Saturday
what's
with
the name?
Ben
Johan Froholt
Roethlisberger
said,
and,
"Coach, he's
from-
touching me."
Freuhold says, "Do not let him put his hands up there."
Oh, Lord.
He patted
Yeah, knuckle.
he patted Stefanski on the
I
back and he
played
said,
center-
"Listen, he's
I
got knuckle
played center
placement."
for a solid season with a guy that actually was quarterback. It's not appreciated.
John, you remember that year I played
Not
center when I was a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, buddy.
It is the weirdest position to be in, and
I did play center when I was younger, too.
Every
Pee-wee.
snap, your package
Jeremy
is getting touched.
Ford.
PP.
Jeremy Ford used to come up. He'd give me a little slap.
Jeremy
And
Ford.
for some reason, that just made me more comfortable.
Where'd he slap you?
I don't. Right in the ass
Good
cheek,
game.
the right
Good
cheek.
game.
dude,
Oh
every
man,
time.
this is.
Smack.
Oh,
And I'd be like,
no.
Oh man,
Scotty used to just backhand
wait.
my nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Scotty down.
Ryan.
Little
So you're
nut
telling me
flips.
you're.
No, little. He was like, "Give me the ball," and I was like,
No, that's called a silent count. Hey
Yeah,
Ryan, so you're saying you like getting slapped in the ass
Yeah, buddy.
when you're bent over?
Hey, man.
"All right."
with a man behind you?
Speaking of slapping
We'll
asses,
talk later.
That's
let's
what
get
I
into
like.
my news of the week.
Let's do it.
Tom Brady, man.
What about him? Oh, there it is.
Tom Brady.
There it is. Christmas did come early.
Yeah.
Not
bad.
What's going on there? What do you got there?
Good for him, dude.
Oh man, you.
That is Veronica Rajek.
How old's he?
I think she's like 24 or 25. But that was the
40
girl
years
in the
old,
stands, like toting the Tom Brady jersey, and
That's-
everybody
you
said
know-
they seen her with
Yeah.
her after the game.
She's almost too old for Leonardo DiCaprio though.
She's a little too old for Leo.
What's his cutoff? 25, right?
That doesn't-
25.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
He's like, yep, I'm done with
Yeah,
you.
she was what? His last one was what? A week before 25. You're done.
Go for you,
we're
Tom
done.
Brady. Just remember, the older you get, the younger they come.
That's right. Good on you, TB.
He's turning into what's his face from that high school movie. The older I get, they stay the same.
Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, thank you. They
Yeah,
Stay the
jeez.
same age.
stay the same age.
Oh,
Man, I mean, I thought that was a funny one.
Alright,
I had to get into that one
See,
today.
oh man, I can't do the McConaughey that good, or else I would have tried. Man, there's so many buttons. There's
Do
so
we
many
have any-
sounds we
oh,
should
you know
have.
what? We do have one other thing to get into today, right? It's the Thursday game.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's not forget about that.
Do you want to talk about division leaders too?
Yeah, I mean, we can jump into that with after the Thursday
Hey,
game because
that's
I
all
think
right.
that might be very playable right
John,
there.
can you move that chat up real quick on the screen so we can see where we are time wise?
You have that green screen over there too.
It's on Ryan.
It's green screen.
I said-
Hey
I
Ryan,
said- I
look at
said
you
up,
through the graphic.
goofball.
We're at 53.
Thank you, right there. Love you.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh, hey, oh, there he is. Oh, hey.
We left it open because we know Ryan's gonna.
Can you right? Can you right click on his camera?
I
Delete
love-
filter.
Yeah, I love that.
Look at
Look
this
at that.
Remove filter.
Oh, this is so good.
Wait, where is it?
Oh, nope, don't lose. Oh, no, there he is.
Edit filter. Hit edit filter.
Oh,
There is no filter.
Remember,
That's
at the end of
really
the day-
weird.
that's perfect.
At the end of the
really
day,
weird.
That's so
we're
good. We
having fun.
We should make this mistake more often because this is funny, guys. This is a good time. Okay, hey, where we at?
So anytime I do green though on a graphic, this is what happens.
Hey, put hashtag nipple in the chat if you want to see one.
Stop it.
Dude, that would be the perfect moment for you to just start doing stupid crap in the background.
Popping
sure.
titties.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
man.
All right, so
Brady's Christmas game
This
early.
is too much.
This is what we do when we're not on camera, guys.
speaking of that, Thursday night football, San
Hellish
Francisco
shots.
49ers versus the Seattle Seahawks. This one is in Seattle. The weather is supposed to be fair weather, and it's supposed to be around 42 degrees for this game.
Fair weather fan.
Is Seattle outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I figured I'd ask because if I give weather and it's inside, none of that matters.
No, I would have laughed at you if you would have been like, "Yep,
Well,
we're in
so what I
Houston this
think I'm
week
gonna
and it
do-
looks good."
What I think I'm going to do for the primetime games is I'm going to show the weather in the graphic.
There you go. I like that.
So this way, if it's raining, we'll throw the rain in the graphic. If it's bright and sunny, we'll
Do it.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be.
You know what you should do? If it's still like in a dome, you should still put. Hey, it's going to be raining outside, so make sure you bring your overcoats.
Just piss off people that go to the game.
I think that'd be hilarious.
it's not funny.
That's funny.
You'd show up in a raincoat.
I
too.
would. I'd be like,
All right,
I had to be
so
safe.
49ers, and just to piss off John at Seattle. Ryan, what are you thinking on this game, man?
Why are you pissing off?
Since you like to wave at cameras.
Right.
Oh, well, I was waving at my wife and kid. They're watching right now.
Woo!
That is so-
Carter!
Hey, dude.
Hi, buddy.
What's up, bud?
Oh my God! Look at
it.
all
Oh,
that chat.
Jonathan, we need the chats.
Hello,
Alright, sorry,
fellas.
I
was
need
trying to
chats.
remove green
I
screen.
need chats. Scroll
You
up.
need
Look at
the
that,
meat.
Amanda and her
No nipple. Hashtag
boss.
no nipple.
hashtag no
Oh
nipple.
man,
Did they
flipping
put
out.
that? Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's been flipping out his
Yeah.
teammates because he.
Yeah.
He can't even break a Microsoft Surface right anymore.
Well, listen, that's because he's old.
You see how he tossed it
KJ,
down?
you asked me a question?
Yeah, 49ers at Seattle. What's your thought process on this game?
I'm so proud.
She would put that.
Hashtag no nipple.
Well, let's be honest. It's a Thursday short week game. I'm not expecting much fantasy wise. I think if
Kenneth
49ers
Walker.
get up, CMC goes to the bench. He's
Kenneth-
nursing injuries.
Kenneth Walker healthy?
Kenneth Walker has no injury designation, so
Okay.
I think he plays. I really do. I don't know how much he's gonna play, but I think he does play.
I have a question for you because I was thinking about this game a little earlier today. Is this a defensive battle or an offensive battle?
It's definitely going to be. It's going to be a low-scoring game, in my opinion.
I was thinking like 17-14, kind of like.
Ah man,
was
see, I
my
went high. I'm gonna change my take. I gotta change it now.
I have.
You have to change it. Like
changing it.
I'm in debate because
the over/under is 43.5, which is still a pretty solid
in
game.
San Fran's
That's pretty. That's a pretty good.
in San
a low
Fran's-
one would
Seriously,
be like
43?
38.
yeah, and
Oh, I
San
took- I
Fran's
still took
only
the under.
San Fran's only favored by 3.5.
Brock Purdy's he's a little banged up. You know,
Not
so
like Mike White.
he's pretty banged up.
Not like Tom Brady.
He's purdy
not,
injury.
not like Tom Brady, but
No, listen, I want to be banged up like Tom Brady. Sarah, don't get mad. Sarah, if you're watching, don't get mad right now.
All right, Carter, close your eyes.
Don't.
He brought it up. He did. That was so perfect.
See no
timing.
evil. See no evil.
That was perfect timing.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's what you want in life, buddy. Good
She
luck.
did hashtag no nipple.
That is what you want.
That is what you want in life. Good luck. Go get it.
Sorry, Amanda. Or I should say sorry, Ryan. You're gonna get yelled at later.
No, she won't.
Yeah. What else?
I'm a realist.
That's what the paddle's
Anyways,
for.
What else you got with this take, Ryan? What
I mean, I like Kittle. I think Kittle's a good start.
Who else would you like, Ayuk?
Yeah, Ayuk too. Play Ayuk.
Yeah,
No
Debo's kind of
Debo.
hurt, so I don't know.
You know,
CMC. They're going to
who's
lean
the
a lot on
third
CMC.
target?
Seattle gives up a lot to the run game.
Who's the
so-
third target?
It's going to be CMC all week.
Yeah, Seattle's.
I think it's those three guys right there. CMC.
No, CMC's gonna be covered. I mean, he'll get his right, like because
yeah,
it's
he's
CMC.
definitely going to get hit.
Yeah, but like, who's the third target? Because Ayuk can
Hey.
get covered by a
Hey,
second
Ryan,
corner.
we're good. He's playing Minecraft.
Yeah, bud.
I love that. You're lucky.
Don't mess with my house.
No, I think CMC is going to have 150, maybe plus total all-purpose yards.
Okay. Yeah, I mean Kittle, CMC. Ayuk,
Seattle's defense
all-
isn't anything to
all good
laugh
stuff.
at. I mean,
They're not.
Carolina laughed at him
I
personally.
don't know.
Yeah, I mean-
statistically, they are
They-
laughable.
Yeah, they give up a lot of yardage.
I mean, so you look at Purdy's stats last week, right? He went 16 for 21, 185 and 2. That's not a whole bunch.
Not good stats.
It's 21 times. He only threw it 21 total times.
Yeah, but their defense was getting
Exactly.
giving them good field position.
I expect more of the same, and especially if Geno's been a little banged up. He's not getting the ball to his guys he needs to. I expect 49ers to win. I am going to say 49ers 24-17. Still taking the under.
Oh, saying his take before or his score before Ryan does.
Should I?
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to point out that the 49ers are 5-0 in their last, 5 games. 2-3 for the Seahawks. Losses to the Panthers, Raiders, and Bucks for the Seahawks.
Oof.
But, big wins.
Panthers, Raiders, Bucks?
Yeah, big wins.
Those are
for-
abhorrent offenses.
Right. So, they lose games that they probably should be winning if they want to be playoff contenders. So, I like the 49ers also in this game. 24-21.
Love that. That's late. That's closer. It's closer than I thought, but that's what I like about you. You're a
Yeah,
risk taker.
I still think that, the 49ers are still going to put up some points. I think Purdy's going to play.
I think so too.
I mean, if
And the
Purdy
Seahawks-
doesn't
the
play, does
Seahawks
it
are
change your
lethal,
mind?
man.
Yeah, if Purdy doesn't play, they don't win. How are they? It's way closer. It's way less. I didn't hear any reports that there's potential he doesn't play. That's why I went with Purdy.
I did have a 17-14 score, but I ended up changing it last minute. To
Oh, he changed it up.
What did you change it to?
He caved. I did not.
24-21.
Yeah, he went 24-21 49ers.
What's your score, KJ?
I mean, it's funny because that's the reason I asked you that, because I have a feeling this is going to be a little more offensive than most people
absolutely-
realize. Yeah.
I don't know.
It could
But this really is a defensive battle. Like, these are two defensive matchups, but I think Kenneth Walker, and I'm trying to look this up really quick because I wanted to see their last matchup at what Kenneth Walker did, but he didn't because they played week 2. So week 2 would have been
Rashad Penny.
be. Yeah, it'd have been
Rashad Penny. But San Francisco's only given up 75 yards on average to a team,
Yeah, it's
rushing
not.
wise.
Yeah, they're number
It's
one.
number
in, like,
one in the
everything.
league in rushing yards per game.
You name it.
So, like,
They're number one, and I think every.
They're number
every
one in total
category-
yards, rushing yards, and points scored.
There you go.
They only give up 14.2
here's where
points
my
a game.
conscience is screwing with me. Right? Did you guys look at the pick'ems last week?
Yeah, we were off. We were bad. boys.
We'll get to that, but like, it wasn't just us. Like everybody
Everybody.
I talked to.
Listen, I won. I
Missed
tied
most
for
of those
first.
games.
I tied it first in my work pick'ems. There was a 3-way tie, and I missed
you were
at
all
least
under
6.
500.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, it's the same way at work. Everybody at my work is 500 or lower, and nobody got these games. So my conscience is, and the last few Thursday games have been the opposite way of what they're supposed to be.
So so week 2, like you said, Rashad Penny had 6 attempts, 15 yards.
And Kenneth Walker was in that game at all, or
Probably like a sprinkling.
You're right, but they lost 27.
no? Because he had a hernia at the beginning of the year. He had a hernia at the beginning of the year.
So
he probably
even
wasn't even
without Kenneth Walker, it's only 3.
He missed the first 4 weeks.
That is
correct?
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of faith in
So
Seattle.
I mean, it would have been DJ. But
Yeah, they probably
But
didn't
they only
play him
got 7 points. Seattle.
Oh, come on.
It was
So,
27-7.
listen, going
That's
on.
why I really on a short week,
4
players are
attempts,
banged
10
up.
10 rushing yards.
It could be very low scoring. Thursday night games usually stereotype like nine times out of 10 they're very hard to watch because it's such a
Hard,
short.
emphasized hard.
Let me read off some stats for you.
Oh,
Okay?
I want to hear him.
Let me read off some stats because I like numbers. Okay, you're a numbers guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know you are. What?
sort of.
We're all saying it's gonna be defensive battle, and I'm looking at these numbers because numbers don't lie, baby. It ain't. Total yards 378.7. That's ranked 28th in the NFL. The Seahawks, that's rough. Passing, they're 18th, right? Rushing yards, total rushing yards, 31st. 160 yards a game. CMC is going to feast.
I think so.
Feast
Well,
like
but
Zeke on
here's the
Thanksgiving.
thing,
He's
right?
going to
Here's
eat.
the thing, right? So like CMC is going to get his. is what I
30th in
said.
points scored. I actually went under
It'll be-
25.7
it could
on
be
average.
like last week where he gets his 14s for 116 and then he's benched
But my issue with
because he's hurting.
But my issue, right, with CMC getting his is that where else on that offense is that ball going to go with a
Ayuk.
Brock Purdy?
I mean,
Ayuk.
Ayuk
It's
gets a
going to
lot of
go
looks.
Kittle.
Ayuk.
And Kittle.
It's
Yeah,
going to
you're
go
right.
Kittle.
You're right. Kittle and Ayuk. I think they're going to run
You
the
know
same
what?
thing.
I'm just
said
going to
that.
concede to this one, and I'm really struggling mentally with
I
this
like
game.
Kittle.
Why?
I'm going to go 24-17, and I'm going to
There you
go
go.
San Fran.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I
just
went the same-
struggling. I
We took
think
the same score.
I think did you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think
No, there's nothing
Seattle
wrong
can
with
put
that.
up the points,
Yeah.
but the way Seattle's been playing recently, it's just not looking good.
That's what I'm saying.
My controversy in my head is that Seattle has to win this game to be relevant.
Yeah, I mean, the 49ers
They don't
are,
have to.
No, they don't.
You know, they're 40 it's 49ers minus 3.5 right now.
If
so.
if San Fran wins this game and the Eagles win their next game,
Walker's got to be
there's
playing.
no point in San
he
Fran
is
playing.
playing.
Yeah.
There's no point in San Fran even trying anymore.
How much do you think he plays, Steve?
I'm going to say half the game, Max. I think
It's
they're
fit-
going
I
to
think
have no
it'll be
snap
fit-
count.
it'll be-
They give him 50%.
Yeah, it might be like a quarter on, quarter off. I'm thinking like first and third.
So you think Homer could
or
be a
second and
decent
fourth.
flex play?
No.
No.
Homer wasn't even a flex play last week, and he was a starter.
Yeah, I will say no on
From
flex
week
play.
2, reading off that Penny and Walker had a combined of 36 rushing yards. No,
Rough.
I wouldn't start any.
Rough. I did not know that.
I'm
That's
having a hard
rough.
time starting anybody except for
Gino.
receivers.
Yep. Lockett.
DK.
That's it.
Oh well, it's going to be a down the field battle all day. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Rocket DK. I mean, or
So
Rocket
did-
Lockett.
Maybe. Hey, what about maybe Noah Fant?
Come on. I want to believe. I like Fant coming out of college, but he has not been
They
it.
just
dude.
don't target him.
They don't. He doesn't get the ball.
I'm just
So-
throwing a name out. I just want to hear what you guys got.
have
Yeah, they
no-
don't. And Disley would be your better option. In that. They
Yeah.
don't target Fant.
The offside. Yeah, they do. They target Fant, just not. They don't hyper target.
Do you think that Fant doesn't get utilized correctly? Because he is
I think no
supremely
tight
athletic.
end that's been in the league in the last 4 years has been utilized correctly outside of Kelsey and Andrews and Kittle.
The last
TJ
one,
Hawkinson.
The last one that Seattle utilized was Jimmy Graham.
Well,
Yeah.
And still, even at that, it took a year or so for them to utilize.
No, Russ didn't utilize Jimmy Graham until
No,
they said,
really.
"Hey, we're gonna leave."
yeah, they wasted the money on
Jimmy
him.
Graham went to Seattle and he just faded.
Yep.
I thought it was like opposite.
And then he went to Green Bay.
Jimmy Graham.
You're
You're
saying
thinking Jimmy Graham and the Saints.
Jimmy Graham and the Saints was
With Brady.
the number 2 tight end overall.
Jimmy Graham went to
Every
Green
year.
Bay for a minute.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
Seattle.
And then-
That's right. I'm like, oh my
and the
god.
Bears. He went.
Yeah.
He was
The Bears.
Hashtag
So-
Bo Young.
So, did Bo give a score for his picks? Or,
No.
He was supposed to in the chat, but it's cool. I
That's
don't-
all right.
He's not in the chat. It's no big deal.
good?
Bo?
So I'm gonna,
Bueller.
you guys are all keeping it close.
Bowler,
Bowler.
Bowler.
Bowler hat guy.
I'm gonna say
Sorry.
What do you
it's gonna
got?
Be very similar to week 2. I'm saying 24-7.
Oof.
Okay.
It's 49ers.
That's the exact same, pretty much.
24/7.
Yeah, it's 27-7. for
He's
week
saying that the Seahawks just straight up pooped down their leg.
Just Tootie.
Whoa.
They
Well,
did
so-
against Carolina's
I
defense.
mean, it's possible.
That's
Carolina-
true.
yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Looking
Yeah, they probably
looking
will.
at the 49ers defense, just the defenses alone.
I am having a hard time giving
just can't. I
San
can't.
Fran that much, but I think defensively San Fran's going to score.
Yeah, they're gonna do
Oh,
something.
okay.
They
So
might.
you think a defensive score?
I think a defensive
Okay.
score in
Well,
this
so
game.
like Steven said with the Seahawks, they're 28th yards a game defensively.
Rough.
31st in rushing yards allowed.
Rough.
18th allowed in the passing game, and 30th in points allowed a game. Whereas
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
whereas you look at San Fran's defense with the same stats, they rank first defensively with yards a game, first with rushing yards allowed, 12th with passing
Do
yards
it.
allowed, and first in points allowed.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
So, and San Fran's offense
I love
top
the
10.
sounds. I love the sounds.
Whereas Seattle, I would rank them in like
So
I'd
generic.
rank them roughly like 16th, 17th.
Sounds over graphics.
All right, so here's just this one's out for you guys. You guys got our pick'ems. You do what you want to do with them. Based on last week's, I wouldn't listen to a damn word we say.
Listen, our percentage overall is pretty good, but yes, last week sucked.
Here's our last week's pick'ems.
Hey, Bo, Bo with
there's
that 71%.
Missed 8.
Bo is Mr. Santa
No way.
because he was 10-4
Look at
at a
him.
71% pick rating, and I wish he'd be here because
Oh my God.
God, that's phenomenal off
John,
last week.
Look at
That's
you.
great, dude.
Yeah,
10 and
it's rough.
4.
That's
Ryan-
your worst week by far.
Yeah, that's the only week I've had.
By about 50 points.
I'm just shocked Ryan actually had a good week.
Yeah, like this is this is his
look,
best week so far too.
I'm a contrarian picker.
Why are we always tied, KJ? Hey KJ, why do we always have the same amount of picks, KJ?
Why are you picking
Why
the
are we
same
always
games of the week?
Why I
KJ?
don't? Why are we
no,
always
no.
right,
Look,
KJ?
hey, look, are we gonna have to separate you two?
God, I'm gonna start touching
We
you.
need to separate us a little
Yeah,
bit
we're gonna have to
because
put you guys one at the blue table.
we
one
picked
at the
the
red
same
table. You
games
guys
of the
are
week. We
copying each
picked the
other.
same of everything. It's
Stop
weird.
copying.
It's
We
weird.
should become best friends.
What you don't know is when John has to switch cameras, this one only time I get to touch him.
What?
Amanda said it was weird that we were
What
so
did
close
he
to each other. I hate you guys.
So,
All right, but
career-wise,
well, that being said, yeah, like over career,
What did he say?
Bo
Go ahead,
just
bye.
slid into first place
Yep.
by this week.
Oh, word.
70.8% over the career. Now, obviously, Bo and Ryan, to precedent that, like, they both have a week less the picks than me, you, and John. So, Ryan, I didn't have yours in green because you couldn't read it. You were 58.94%. You're still above
56.
water.
Hey, I'm getting there. I'm
Yeah, you
catching up.
you floating, baby. You
Chipotle is my
floating.
wife.
You're still above water. I mean, if we're all gambling right now, we're all making money.
True.
Amen to that.
Yeah. So, I mean, Johnny and Bo right now, it might be their segment
Man,
here
that's neck and neck.
down the
Who
road.
the shit
at
sent
that.
you that picture of me? Was I drunk when I sent you that?
There is nothing better than Johnny's picture of
Oh, just a mic.
microphone.
I love it. I
And not
love
to
it.
mention, it is pink.
The only time you get to see what this
That
dude
wasn't
looks
me
like.
That changed it to
That
pink.
is a pink.
The only time you get to see him is when I send out my snaps. So you want to get on that.
You gotta follow that Snapchat.
Got to follow that snap.
What is the Snapchat?
I don't know.
K-
I
Follow
don't.
me on Snapchat. What's your
I
handle?
genuinely don't know
I
what my
don't
snap is
know.
off the top of my
KJ
head.
asked
Hold
everyone
on.
for an embarrassing photo to do this with.
What?
I sent him the microphone because you won't see me.
You will
Oh,
not see.
I like it.
Yeah, he
oh.
did send me a microphone.
You know what? If you do Snapchats now, you gotta find a filter. Where
Just to
his
let
face
you
can be
know,
a
Shit,
microphone.
now I
if
gotta
you
find
would have
stuff.
won this
Oh,
week,
word?
the other half of that microphone says "I am a star," but you didn't win this week, so I had to cut that off.
So
I mean, solid pick'ems though. Seriously, across the board, I have fun with the pick'ems just because it's kind of like a record of how shitty or how good we are.
Hey. Yeah, I'm bad.
So
Hashtag earmuffs.
Still 2.
hash.
No, still 3. Hash. Oh no.
All right. I mean that's. Is there any? Oh, you wanted playoff picture, right?
There's pop.
Jump right into this playoff picture. Okay. So AFC playoffs right now, as it sits, the Ravens are first place in the AFC North. Titans are in first place in the AFC South. East is Buffalo, and West is Kansas City. Kansas City, after this week, will clinch playoffs. Actually, I think they clinched playoffs already. They don't say that they do.
no, Philly is the only one that's has been confirmed. To,
Yeah, but is Kansas City not up? That's 3 games. Okay. So technically, if Kansas City loses for 4 weeks straight and the Chargers win 3 weeks straight,
he could pull Lamar Jackson last year with the Ravens, and just lose like what half.
I
a
didn't
year?
say the Ravens clinched.
No. I'm comparing. You said losing 4 straight,
This guy.
whereas Lamar last year lost what like 7 straight.
How are the Ravens 9-4? Your team is mid, dude.
I told you, dude. There's not enough alcohol here for this guy.
How? Listen, I want to keep drinking like it's Friday, and it's killing me because that is. How are you guys leading the division? That's ass.
There's not.
Well, hold on. Well, you know
They're
what?
not, I don't say that's
you're,
leading.
You're not going to be here Saturday, right? So hold on. I need to know: are they going to win this week or not?
No,
You should be here Saturday, right? Ryan?
no, I won't be.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to the game. I'll be.
Oh,
I'll
that's
be
right,
at the
that's
Yeah.
Ravens.
So he's
Browns
going to the
game.
game. Yeah. So you
I'm fully going down there anticipating a loss by the Ravens.
you should put on a Browns jersey,
I called Brown.
I got a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
dude. You oh, don't do it though.
Just
Get
give him
him
that
a
ugly
Chipotle
sweater.
sweatshirt.
Oh gosh.
My luck, he'd burn it.
I would.
I
Oh,
hate him.
rough.
Every time I go to his house, He has little ravens.
Listen, you
Elf,
got
and I put it upside down in the dirt.
you got
You know what? I'm gonna put rebar in that thing.
hold on. You got,
So the next time you kick it, you break a toe at least.
I don't
Listen.
kick it because it broke. Someone broke
Poor
it.
guy.
Someone broke it.
you got to
The one
wear
time.
That's from you guys kicking it.
No,
all these
I don't
years.
kick it. I
And
take
then the
it.
wind blows it down my stairwell.
I take this little
in the
elf.
front.
I flip it upside down and bury his hat.
Oh no,
Every time I come over, I
That's
know it's back
dirty.
to normal. So I know
Because it's so
Ryan's
bad.
seen it.
dirty,
I know he's seen it.
dirty. You got to wear that shirt I made you though under everything because it might be a little cooler.
So
Oh, I'm definitely not wearing that down there.
Oh, you got to wear it.
Coward.
Oh man,
don't know.
yes. When it comes to those Browns fans and wearing something
Why?
like that
A lot of
down
them are on your side.
It's
Yeah,
built.
they
It's
And
built.
it's not like which fans this year threw
It's-
another fan off of a short bridge.
What?
Yeah, there's
Hold on.
I think it was the Raiders.
Well, I
They
could see
threw
I
that.
think
fan
it was
off a
Raiders
short
Chargers.
bridge?
Raiders,
and
Chargers.
these Raiders gained up on this Chargers fan
Look,
and just
They're in Vegas.
you
Yeah.
can be a fan, but you don't have to be
Right.
killing
It-
people.
Yeah,
it's
don't
ruthless.
kill
now.
people. Listen,
Come on,
I will.
people.
I would probably sacrifice. You know what? I won't say that. That's
Chiefs,
sacrilege.
Chargers.
That's sacrilege. However,
Chiefs.
fan thrown over Stadium Bridge after Chief Chargers game.
Okay, I got the Chargers right at least.
so wait, which side? Which fans won? Do we know which fan lost?
Oh, it definitely with the one that got tossed over. I can't remember what.
Yeah. Well, who was it? Was it the
I mean,
Chiefs?
it
The
just
Chiefs
comes
won?
down to this. Look,
Mhm.
even in Major League, when they sacrificed the chicken for Serrano, they just brought him a bucket of KFC chicken. Look, I mean, I really feel like these people are getting too drunk and they're not eating food and drinking water.
I love you, dude.
Holy shit! Sorry.
Did you watch the video?
Take a second, eat some food.
Hold on.
Have a drink of water.
Oh man, can we put that?
And
Can you send that to
rethink
John? Can we
about-
put that on? Can we screen share
No,
that?
I don't think we should put this up.
Why? It's just a little bit of
Is that
violence.
bad? It's just a little.
No,
bit
it's
of
not.
violence.
So
Oh, there it
literally,
is. Oh,
just an FYI, it's like me jumping off my second story, so it's not that far. But this is, I mean, that's really intense. Like that's unnecessary. And by the way, the Chargers fan definitely lost.
Yeah.
But it looks like
shit!
it looks like two Chargers fans.
Whoa!
It looks like two Chargers fans.
That's not too
Yeah,
far. I
that
mean, you might
doesn't
have broke
matter
his-
though, dude. You can break something
Oof.
from that height.
Yeah, like your
that's
head.
10, 12 feet.
Yeah.
His ego.
15 feet.
He just got
maybe?
manhandled.
Is that a stairwell?
I mean, it was
there?
2-on-1.
Yes.
He landed on some stairs.
You know what the best part about that is, though?
Come on, people.
You don't get hurt when you drink.
Nah.
Yeah, you do.
I
You ever
know.
seen-
don't know about it until the next day.
What was that? The American Dad episode where like they drive through like a hospital and they're drunk and that's how they get into the insane asylum and you don't get hurt when you're drunk and you fall.
That's not true.
Haven't you ever heard of like videos of drunk drivers? They walk out of their accidents, no problem.
Listen,
it's because they're
Because
limp.
they're tense.
It's 'cause they're
They
limp.
don't-
How are you gonna
yeah,
attack me like
up their
that?
muscles.
It's because they're limp. They make a
just-
pill for that.
So, but yeah,
Sarah, don't hate me.
It's a blue pill.
So going back to this,
That's crazy,
The Chiefs probably will, or yeah, the Chiefs will probably get their playoff berth because they face Houston this week and the Chargers face Tennessee.
Shit, Houston almost topped the Cowboys. So like, let's not.
Yeah, you can't count. It's the NFL, man.
You
can't
know what's
count
funny
anybody
is he
out.
missed the water.
And
missed the water.
Houston's better with missed the water. Houston's better with Davis Mills in there.
Do we think? All right. So before we close out of here, do we think? All right, go bring that back up, please.
Not the tweet.
Nope, there you go. No, that's the tweet. Do we think everybody's gonna finish, or who's gonna move up and advance in our ranking right here?
On this one,
Yeah.
I think this is.
I think the Bengals move up.
I think Carolina moves up. I think Tennessee drops out of first. Carolina takes first place in that division.
Did you say Carolina?
We're NFC.
Am I on drugs?
maybe.
Jacksonville. Sorry.
There, no, there's Carolina.
I also think Carolina takes first. But
Okay.
Jacksonville.
You think Jacksonville's gonna take first?
Both kitties moved to first. Yeah, did you see the way Trevor Lawrence played that last week?
He's looking good,
And
guys. He's
Tennessee
looking
has
good.
not looked anywhere near good.
Nope.
3 kitties, Bengals.
So here's the issue with the Bengals. I don't think the Bengals matter if they move up. They're making the playoffs.
Probably.
So
Well, them dirty birds getting lost. They're getting lost in a storm in Cleveland this week.
I will say the Lions
Ratbirds.
the Lions have a fun schedule.
I think the Lions
Because
can
the
make
Lions
a run.
could tie with Minnesota and they could literally take first place in their division.
You know,
Yeah.
So
I read
you're
a
saying
stat.
there's a chance.
I
There
read
is a chance.
stat today that the Lions' rush defense the past 3 games
been solid.
been great. They held Dalvin Cook to what was it? Remember at one point he had 15 carries for 6 yards and
Oh,
a touchdown.
Jeez.
15 for like
What?
26.
You know what I
He
love?
finished with
Dan-
that, but
Dan
at one
Campbell
point he did
finished.
have 15
Oh,
for
yeah.
6 and a tutty. Saquon was like 14 for 22 or something. I mean, they're playing out of their mind.
You know what I loved about the Dallas game though is not even so much that their defense kind of held Minnesota, is that Dallas's head coach. One, we all know this dude has balls.
McCarthy?
But if you paid attention to that, last game,
Got the cojones.
if you paid attention at all to that last game, he knew how to beat Minnesota. Remember me and you, Ryan, were talking about Minnesota's defense in the red zone. It's solid.
Yeah.
But when you're not in the red zone, because if you looked at the Detroit Lions when they scored last week, they weren't in the red zone when they scored. They were 20-yard plays almost every time. They were going deep over top of Minnesota. So they knew what they were doing. They were attacking the safeties.
Yeah,
And
you did bring that up. That is a statement
I
you
go,
made.
that is huge because that means he's paying attention to the way the defenses are running their schemes.
Yeah.
And he's adjusting. Very few coaches in the NFL adjust.
They should.
And the ones that do, are the ones that win and win for a
Yeah,
long
I
time.
mean, think
Start
about
doing that, Stefanski, you bum.
these guys. Yeah.
He's a horrible halftime.
a lot of
That's why she loses a job.
West Coast
some
offenses.
buddies in one of my group chats. That all they say is, the opening game plan
It's phenomenal.
is great. They always score on the open game. The first.
We're like the
scripted
third
plays,
team. We're like the third
scripted
team.
plays. They
Right.
always
You know what we need
do
right
well.
here?
After that, he
The
can't
Rock.
adjust.
Nobody gives a shit. That's what.
Which is crazy.
What
how
we
do you-
need
how
right
can
here.
you not adjust with all of the technology that you have today?
Or talent.
The technology.
Okay, so stats from last week. I know. Back to Detroit. Sorry, I
gonna say,
happen to be
I
a
have
Lions
the
fan
schedule
currently.
lined
Anyway, 17 carries for
Bo
Minnesota,
Young
22
said Harrison
yards.
Smith is a dog.
He is a dog. 17 carries for 22 yards for Minnesota. That can't happen.
Yes, we're still recording, Bo. Hi.
Harrison Smith is good. Yes. But
Yes.
are his days behind him?
Yes.
Is he slowing up?
Yes.
Maybe.
I don't know enough about Harrison Smith.
Right.
He's a dog, but
Justin does.
Anyways, statistics, Steven.
He ain't watching.
I was just saying. I mean, 17 carries, 22 yards for Minnesota in the game. Dalvin Cook was. That's crazy. That is insane.
I think Minnesota is going to struggle, but they only have to win one game, and Detroit has to lose one game for Minnesota to clinch. So
I'm here for Detroit.
And
Yep.
Detroit,
I'm here for Detroit too.
Dan
Detroit's-
Campbell, I'm a fan, buddy.
Detroit's
They won
schedule
people over.
is Jets this week.
That's rough.
Carolina next week. Chicago, Green Bay.
I think it's winnable all the way through.
That's going to be rough defensive matchup against the Jets, but we'll talk about that more on Saturday.
Speaking of the Jets, go pick up Mike White, Daddy.
Oh,
Daddy White.
Daddy White, show stance.
He's
Daddy
got a-
White.
he's
Speaking
got
of
a-
Daddy
dude,
White,
He's got a glorious playoff schedule for fantasy.
He
Speaking of Daddy
does, but
White.
his ribs beef.
my dad picked up
Lipped
Daddy
up.
White.
Yeah, I mean, I just
saw
just throwing it out there. Obviously, the choice is yours. I'm not telling you what to do.
If you don't have Mike White on your
Line up
roster,
in your
that
money.
at this point you need a quarterback.
not-
That's your
I
fault.
got
That
him
is your
on,
fault.
auto draft.
you might not.
There you go.
Daddy White.
What do you think?
Daddy White. I mean, I think that's kind of it for the show today.
I like it.
I don't think I have anything else for the show. You
I
kinda,
want to add a little something.
Oh,
All right, what do you got?
It's a little off football topic, but Twitch died. We all saw that, right?
What do you mean Twitch died?
It's Stephen Boss, the guy,
Oh,
the dancer for Ellen.
Yeah.
He was like a DJ.
I don't know who this is.
He's
Buddy, who is this?
we don't know fully.
He was an 8-year DJ for Ellen
Yeah,
DeGeneres.
he was. I don't really. All I know is that he was a dancer for Ellen. He's really known for dancing and TikToks and all that stuff.
Who?
He died at 40.
Steven Twitch Boss.
Yeah. So he was
Former Ellen show DJ and I can't read that. Site
I
CD.
think I remember it. So you think
Dead
you
at
can
40.
dance? I remember seeing this guy from. Remember that show? Anyways, my point is, he supposedly, and it's all like speculative,
Speculative.
but he went to. I wanted to say speculative.
It's fine. We just got your
Listen,
back.
I can
You're
help you,
good.
buddy.
He went to a hotel and.
Oh, word?
and shot himself. Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
No, I don't
been
know.
Confirmed by the county.
It's been
coroner.
confirmed.
It has not.
So really
but
what I'm
there's
trying to
other
get at
reports
is-
that have confirmed that.
There's helplines out there, and reach out to somebody because you don't know. You really never know what's going on in people's minds.
I mean, shoot, man. He's successful.
Send it out.
Oh,
say,
man.
Say you love someone. You never know. That can go a long way with someone.
Oh,
Just shoot them
yeah.
out, man. Let's say, hey,
Reach
somebody you
out.
haven't talked to in
Yeah.
a while. Hey, just say, hey, look, I'm reaching out, just seeing how things are going. Could go a mile with someone.
You never know,
just
man.
Never
You
know.
never know what someone's going through. That's
So
crazy. I didn't know that.
I just wanted to throw that out there because, love and affection and just talking to somebody can go. It's just miles of stride, and you
There
just
you go.
talk to people.
Well done, John.
never know.
Yeah. Respect.
I like that. It's a good takeaway for the week.
That is a good takeaway.
Mental health, mental health's a real thing.
It
Y'all,
is.
you never got to go through it on
I
yourself.
talked
all
about
right?
it.
People can
I
fake it.
talked about it with
And you never know.
with Andrew Luck.
Yep.
Andrew Luck was going through a hard time, and
Yep.
that's why he quit the NFL.
I'm a huge advocate, man. Reach out. I'll talk to anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't want to see anybody go through that.
We're here.
You don't deserve that.
Hit us
God
up on
loves
Twitter,
you.
man.
All right, I love you.
No matter
I'll talk all day.
No matter how alone you feel, you always have someone.
Oh,
And it's self deletion. Okay, we're on YouTube. It's self deletion. Show some respect.
Right.
However, no, seriously, I don't want to see anybody go through that. That's a pain. That's a pain you don't have to go through. Reach out to anybody. I'll talk to everybody. I don't care. I love you.
Whether
Get
you
in
feel
chat.
like
I'll
you're-
talk to you.
Don't feel like a burden. Yeah, just please reach out. There's a lot of other ways that you could go through it.
Shoe buddy.
Well, that being said, that's a way to
I didn't want to go
close
dark,
that on
but
a
It's a
sad
sad
note.
way.
I
No,
didn't wanna-
but I mean,
never
hey,
said it.
I guess that needs
It's,
said.
it's also in a good note too.
It
You
is.
know,
We love you guys.
Well,
I
there's
can
always
brighten up everyone's day
yeah.
Oh, hurry up.
by ending it with this.
All right. Boobies
Well,
helps.
we're not going to end it with that, but we
Why
can
not?
kind of
I
end it
don't know
with
what you're
half
talking
of that,
about,
right?
Pops. I love
So
movies.
we're gonna do another show this weekend. It's gonna be an early morning Saturday show.
I love boobies.
I think we're gonna kick off at 8, 9.
Live at 9?
Maybe
I
9.
thought you want to go live at 8? What? Yeah, live at 9. Live at 9
All right,
works
we're
on
gonna go
Saturday.
live at 9 on Saturday.
Well, do it
There are Saturday games, so if you want to key in, this is probably going to be more of a fantasy communications a little bit, along
Yeah.
with going over the Saturday games, going over Sunday. We're not going to talk about playoffs. We're just going to talk about these games and what they mean, essentially. And then we're going to move on from there. And I don't have anything else for this weekend just because this is going to be a filled weekend with we have 3 games on Saturday. I don't remember the games outside of the Ravens, the Browns. You have Buffalo. I think you have Buffalo on Saturday and Minnesota, but I
So-
don't remember who they play.
It's Colts.
Colts, Vikings,
Colts, Vikings,
Ravens, Browns,
Ravens,
and
Browns,
then Dolphins, Bills.
Dolphins, Bills. All right, so I was correct. So we're going to talk a lot about those games early in the morning on Saturday. Please come watch. We are on YouTube at the Deep Threats Podcast. We are on Twitter at the Deep Threats. And we are also on Rumble, the Deep Threats Podcast. We don't have an Insta yet. We're going to work on probably getting an Insta up eventually. We're probably going to take Steve, and Steve's going to convert his Insta, and it's going to be probably the show Insta.
That probably works.
It's at the Deep Threats Podcast.
On Insta? We got one?
No, on Twitter.
On Twitter.
Okay.
There you go.
So at the Deep Threats Podcast. I'm pretty sure the handle is at the Deep Threats.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
At the
Okay,
Deep
my
Threats
fault,
is the
my
handle.
fault. I run it and I don't even know. That's
That's all right. That's all right. I've been handing
you
it out
got
to
one
people left
job.
and right. So,
You got one job.
all right, you do have one job. All right. That being said, I'm gonna hand it over and say goodbye to you guys. You guys have a wonderful day and God bless. And I'm gonna give it to Steve, and he can say his toodaloos.
Thank you guys for being here. We love you. We appreciate you. If you want to talk, I know it's a little dark, but guess it goes nuts on Twitter. I've talked to people all the time. I reach out to people. You just say hi and it changes someone's day. It might be a little weird because it's some random dude on Twitter, but I'll talk to you about anything. I'll try and help. God bless you. We love you. Ryan? There it is. Listen, this man can give hugs. All right, saves lives. There it goes.
None other.
All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful week. We'll see you Saturday morning.
Thank you. God bless.